that is
okay. Yeah. On to the next one for real though. We done bullshitting with y'all, man. We gotta get into nitty gritty. So this next topic, man. This is a sensitive topic, specifically for Saqib.
It's not a joking matter.
So I'm gonna let Saqib. It's not a joking. That was good. I'm not gonna. I don't want to run into this too much because I think it's more Saqib's topic to speak on. But T.I. got in a little bit of controversy, man. Go ahead.
Dun.
But don't give a. We're gonna watch the video still, but you could kind of roll it in.
So if you guys don't know, T.I. he is attempting to do
here's
comedy,
the thing with this one.
All right. So if you guys don't know, the rapper T.I. he is transferring over to do comedy.
More than a rapper.
And of course, he's a media extraordinaire. He has
had a
podcast, all that good
Indubitably.
shit. Indubitably. Expeditiously. But yeah, so T.I. he's starting to do comedy, right? There was earlier controversy with him with comedian Godfrey. Comedian Godfrey was a headliner for a show, and T.I. he wanted to go up after the headliner, which is a big no-no for fucking comedians, especially when you're fucking new at comedy, you know? So Godfrey took a lot of offense.
You should try that. Let's go to a show and you just try to be like, hey, can I go up after you? Let's see that.
Yeah, they never invite me back to the club.
Ever.
But it's like understandable. You know, you feel like you have a certain amount of fame and you think you could go up. But this is a whole new you're starting on a blank canvas.
Yeah.
So this is brand new for you. Recently, he got into he went to an open mic and there was this comedian who he made fun of. She was wearing a hat and she had orange hair coming out of the hat. He made a comment on the hat when he was doing his set. When she got on stage, she made a joke about his sexual allegations. We don't know anything about the sexual allegations, whether they're true or not, because we didn't see any type of case against it. We didn't see anything freaking absolute about it. Like, we don't know anything that happened to it. T.I. got really offended, and we're about to watch the video.
And a little bit of backstory though, they do know each other. The two of them, like you'll see kind of in it. They know each other. I was trying to find her name. I want to do her dirty because she's actually the host. Like she runs that shit. That's her whole setup. So for him to even be performing, like she's the one that's hosting it. So she had to get him on. I can't find her name. We'll find it at some point. But regardless, here goes the footage.
Heather McDonald.
Shout out to Heather.
That sounds like a comedian fucking name.
No, I lied.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you talk on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me,
he walked straight up to the stage.
Stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case.
She hitting the dance moves on him. Hey, they got shook. They started ducking the camera.
Oh, she get it.
And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't threaten her now.
Her name is Lauren Knight.
Lauren Knight. There we go.
Her name is Heather McDonald.
Fuck her.
We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. did this.
Fly ass break.
I don't hear none of that shit.
Fuck that. I ain't innocent.
I'm not. But one thing I am as a comedian, I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting into
See, Lil done fucked up the game.
Yeah. This is Will's
If it was a guy, he would have went up and slapped him.
Look, they cut his mic.
If I want to make jokes about something,
Look, gives her a
I'll
hug.
make jokes about something.
Whispering shit again.
Nah, you're not gonna tell me to shut the fuck up at my shit. This is my shit. Be very clear.
And they cut the mic again. They was on it. Like, nah, he not gonna do that. My boy tweaking. Better get up off that stage expeditiously, boy. They basically went on with that shit. She talked her shit. It kind of go on for a second. And at one point, she do say, yeah, I love Tip. No, actually, we got to see him come back on the stage.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
He's just standing there.
It's such a crazy situation.
Yep. She got the Crocs on.
He must be tore up a little bit. I can't lie.
This nigga just want to be on camera.
We don't come on stage to disenfranchise nobody or to shit on nobody, especially no black people. So y'all won't put that on my body, on God. Y'all won't put that on my motherfucking body. I love this fucking art form. I love this brand. And I'm gonna say what the fuck. Nah, get the fuck out of my face. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want.
And then Tip trying to act like she drinking or something. He's doing a little.
I think he was asking for some water.
Whatever the fuck is going
Hey, that blink was hella slow. He might be fucked up.
Yeah, he looked tore up. I can't lie.
It's up for fucking grabs, and nobody is excluded from that.
Nobody. Say something else.
I love T.I. Somebody play on Millie. This nigga, I love it too. I know we can have media conversations. Y'all don't ever get it twisted. This some shit, hey. This some shit for us, nigga. Let's have these conversations. Not in my comedy show, but let's have these conversations.
Exactly.
Nigga. It's some real ass shit.
All right, cool. We got the gist.
Yeah.
Sakib, man, how you feeling, bro?
Talk to
Yo,
us.
so
Talk to us, brother.
Look, I swear, like, especially when you're coming into like comedy and shit, I feel like T.I. brought the rap game to comedy, like the rap battle beef and shit like that. Because the way he approached it, like, whatever jokes she made, it wouldn't have been as big if he didn't
If you
react
just
like
laugh,
that, right?
right?
If you just laughed and you didn't do all this shit, all your sexual allegation shit, even whether it's true or not, like, yo, you're the one bringing attention to it.
Bro, it's an open
And-
mic. No one else would have even known about it.
Exactly. And who the fuck are you to tell a comedian to say that you can't speak about this?
Right.
That's more of a fucking target on your back for them to speak more shit about it.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
also someone already famous. Your life has been in the public eye for years. So of course, you are free game. At this point, you might as well just laugh at it with them. You're a fucking rookie in comedy. You don't have power in these open mics. Now you're making yourself look so foolish. Like, I get it. If the sexual allegation shit, if that wasn't true, if this was somebody who lied on your name, you still don't have the right to go up on stage and snatch the mic out of another comedian's hands. You know what I mean? Like,
Yup.
comedians love to speak their mind. They hate when somebody tells them you can't joke about this. If you tell them that, they're gonna joke about it.
Right.
Just like the fucking Will slapping Chris Rock. You don't want comedians to make jokes about your wife's bald head, then don't fucking smack comedians.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he's pretty tone deaf about that, but I'll play devil's advocate because, like, let's assume that they are homies and, like, they both set the show up together and, like, he helped partner promote it and stuff like that, and he's trying to get his comedy career out there. Well, just a homie fact, right? If you make a joke about some sexual allegations, like, I'm kind of looking at you kind of crazy. Like, why would you kind of talk about that?
Totally understandable.
Especially if it came out dismissed and it was like a pretty notable case. Like, and I'm a pretty notable person. Like,
But the difference is we talk about it after. If we homies,
Right, yeah,
especially,
yeah. The
I'm
way
not
you went
gonna
about
get
it
up
is
and
not
try to
right.
snatch it and get on stage and be yelling and say, I'm ain't talking about shut the fuck up. You calling her the N word. Something about the way he was saying it too. Like, you know, some people be talking about there's power behind the N word, and like when you call someone like another black person the N word in that way.
It depends how you say it.
Was calling, yeah, but it kind of
if
the way
you say
he
it
says
too
it at a certain
hard,
time.
like, not even ER, like the hard N, like nigga, like it's
Yeah,
like,
the
oh,
way he was
okay.
saying
It's
it,
like-
but the way he was saying
aggressive.
it to her, it's like
Yeah.
it was like
Like
the
demeaning.
closest thing he could say to just calling her a bitch. Like the way he
Yeah.
was saying it. So it was like that part was a little weird, bro. It's just not cool really seeing a guy get at a female like that, especially on her set. Yeah, bro, even if it did bother you, like that's something you talk about after. But then and let's remember, we don't even know what the joke was. Why?
Right.
Because it's an open mic. People aren't in there recording. You're not supposed to be recording people
Yeah.
doing their sets on open
Right.
mics. So for you to make it a big scene, now you are getting recorded.
And you took the first shot. You took the first shot. You made the joke about her and her hair in that hat.
But if I make a
But
joke
he
about
wasn't
your
talking
hair
about
and
the
hat
joke.
and you go to sexual assault allegations,
Yeah,
that's
I
kind
think-
of a far step.
It's like battle rap. They bring the most personal shit and then they shake hands after, right?
that's I don't know.
They talk about people's retarded mothers in battle rap.
But it doesn't really
So it's
matter.
like-
It doesn't really matter. I could still make a joke to you, and then you make a joke to me that I don't like.
Exactly. Talk to me
No,
after.
that's exactly is the opposite of what you just said. I'm saying you can still cross a line. Even if you made a joke, it's like you make a joke to me and I say some shit that's like that you feel out of bounds. That could still happen and we have a conversation after. I'm just saying, like, regardless, he made jokes about her, but he made jokes about her orange hair. You know, it's different. He could still feel a way about the sexual assault allegations. It's just the way he handled it. It's like, bro, you can't be doing this shit. And you don't really, it's not even it's not Will's fault. It's Jada's fault. Because this all stemmed from Jada. So we got to just start blaming all this shit on Jada.
My initial reaction, I think it is distasteful for you to walk up there and take the mic and try to grandstand and make a whole deal about it. But in the same breath, I'm actually kind of not mad at it for the simple fact that if somebody's tarnishing your name like that and you have to kind of like low-key take a stance. Like, I mean, maybe that like, pride goes into that.
But
so
this
it
made
just
him
depends
look
on the
so,
person.
but this makes you look so much worse.
It does look bad.
A little joke about sexual allegations, bro. Like, the thing is,
that nobody would have
forgot.
heard.
Yeah, see, honestly, like, I forgot, like, that him and Tiny had shit like that. So even if someone made that joke at a club he's at and he's there and he laughs about it, I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, this guy is a sexual harass. Even off the fact that he wasn't tripping and he's not been locked up, we haven't heard, it's not a big tabloid, big headline for the average person. It would have just been an easy breeze over, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. When you get up and start yelling, there's no court case, there's no proceeding. Yo, this is a sore subject for you, dog. Like, this is weird. Every time you say that shit, I'm going to check you on that. Like, it's weird. And it was like he was this close to threatening her. The whole look is just weird, especially on the fact you just threatening a female and a black woman too, bro.
Well,
like,
he didn't threaten her. I mean, he knew where he was at.
He was telling her to shut the fuck up in her ear.
Right, he didn't directly threaten her,
threaten
right? But yeah, he was saying
got a little
and he
aggressive.
got a little too close, hugging on her when she don't really want to be hugged, and she's still talking her shit. But it did seem like they you could tell they do know each other.
Some type of
for
way
sure, because the way he was
yeah.
talking to her and then hugging her and then they saying love each other, it just was a bad look, and he definitely owes her an apology.
And he looked a little drunk. I can't lie.
Yeah, he looked a little late. That might help him get his jokes off. He get a little soft.
But he has to
up.
understand the comedy game at that point. Like I said,
Exactly.
I think walking up there and doing that's.
But you of all people, you're trying to get into comedy.
You're fucking
and
not.
you
shouldn't
don't
do that. That's a
understand
red
this
flag.
is crazy. Like
That's a red flag.
if you was just a rapper at a comedy event, it's Rick Ross at the event, and you start calling him fat, making all these jokes, and he get it. Because I remember they said, Wildin' Out, he had told him, "No, I'm gonna stop," and he started getting out talking about fat
Too
and all
crazy.
that. And so they knew ahead of time. Okay, bet. Thank you for letting us know. We're not gonna make a bunch of fat jokes the whole time. Cool, like that's one way to do it. If he was at a comedy show and he got up and tweaked, still more understandable. Still think, bro, just don't go to comedy shows anymore because you're not built for that type of thing. You are trying to be a comedian and you think you can do this. It's almost like the Will effect, where like you think because of your status. Because imagine any other comedian that didn't like a joke, you go up, bro, you're never doing comedy nowhere,
Right.
like, or at least not at this spot. And I'm like, hell no, you're gonna get kicked off the stage.
Yeah.
It's worse that he's trying to be a comedian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad they cut his mic though. Props to them for that.
Do you think that they're gonna? Do you think his career in comedy is still gonna be good?
If he's funny,
I don't think he's that. I don't know.
I've never
I've
seen him
never
do
seen-
stand up. I've never
exactly.
seen it. But if he's funny, bro, I can see. I mean,
You think he's gonna keep at it after this?
yeah, I think he'll keep at it.
I hope so. I really hope he does. Like, I'm still rooting for him. I want to see what kind of jokes he's gonna come out because he's pretty nice with his words. So it's like I'm curious what he's gonna talk about.
I don't know. I just feel like him using vocab words and speaking the way he does. I'm just be like, T.I., what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you about
sometimes
to do?
I feel like because he's not that intentionally funny. Like he'll be
Yeah.
say, yeah, it's been indubitably today, and and so we'll laugh. But like for him, he think he sounds smart. So I just wonder if on stage, can you really capture that? But who knows? Maybe he has a different sense of humor. Maybe he's gonna. I have no idea what his content is like. Is he gonna dive into old stories or talk about shit he deals with as what entertainer as big as he is or whatever? So I don't know. I can't.
I
give a
have no
call.
idea, but I'm gonna hate on him. I don't think it's gonna be.
Hate
good.
on him?
I don't think it's gonna be
Someone
good.
had to.
I'm
Someone had
rooting
to.
for him.
I
I'm
don't think it's
rooting
gonna be
for him,
good at
man.
all.
I hope he does it. I hope he does well.
I mean, look, his podcast. Was it
He
funny?
stopped.
Yeah. He said he stopped because it wasn't for like the money but I mean, I felt like it was a lot of things that was going into it. Like probably the recognition didn't pop the way he wanted it to pop. And,
Yeah.
But even watching the small clips I did, it wasn't like, damn, this dude should do stand up. I was never thinking that shit. I was never thinking that shit.
All right. Well, hey, since we already brought them up like 100 times, now they're just relevant in everything. Jada and Will.